Hey everyone, I just wanted to go live for a few minutes today and share a little bit about something about why I do what I do. And the reason is because it breaks my heart when I see people who are struggling in their business. As you start a business because you're great at your craft. And I know for myself, I did this. You hang the shingle out and you're like, where are they? Where is everybody at? But really, there's so much more to building a business. There's finding the clients. There's having a stable, systems in place to support you so that you're not spending time on things that aren't high value. And simple little things like registering your business in books, like it's all so much. And the truth is, no one person inherently has all of this knowledge. And I hate seeing people struggle in this phase unsupported, doing it alone. But as solopreneurs, we think that's what we're supposed to do. It's in the word solopreneur. And what really breaks my heart is when I hear people who are getting stressed out, really feeling, am I in the right place? Things aren't going as I progressed. Maybe the savings is starting to dwindle. And it's a hard place to be. I know I've been there. This is my second business. I built a business in 2010 where I ended up taking a series of corporate contracts that honestly wasn't much better than working in corporate. And it wasn't definitely what I envisioned in building a business at that time, but it was what I had to do. And eventually I went back to corporate. But when I left corporate this time in 2025, I said, I got to do something different. That's not the path I want to go. And even when I started early here, it took me a little while to figure out where I got things wrong. And it started with when I built alone in isolation for 3 months and then announced myself to the world. And it's like, why aren't they here? So the good news is as I surrounded myself with others who had been there before, I started realizing that one, where I was at was kind of normal. One of the things I heard early on from somebody was, I didn't get my first client for 5 months, but at 1 year, I'm doing okay. And I think it was at 3 months then, feeling like, oh my gosh, when am I ever going to get a client? When is this going to happen? And again, because I talk to many people who are where I was then, where you might be today, and people who got past that, I started learning, oh, okay, here's what's normal, but here's what can accelerate that path. And I believe that to be coming out of the isolation, getting support, talking to others, finding people who have gone through that and saying, show me how. And that's really what everything is about. So if you're at that place now where you're like, I don't know if this is the right thing, this doesn't feel like I'm getting the momentum I had hoped for, I'm really concerned that there's something wrong here, I just want you to know that there is another path. You probably feel that you're missing something. And that's part of what I do, is help you find out what exactly is missing. Because for everybody, it's something different. For some, it might be how to streamline tasks so that you're not spending all your time on silly things. For others, it might be learning to talk about yourself and your business with more confidence. Everybody's in a different place. And the other thing is not everybody has the same way out of whatever hole that is, because we're all different people with different experiences. So I love to help people find where their missing pieces are and how they can get what they need to get past it. And maybe it's education, maybe it's an introduction to somebody, maybe it's just having somebody to talk that stuff through. And really, I think the thing that's common across is just getting out of that isolation of trying to figure it out all ourselves. But again, it's in the name, solopreneur. And a lot of us, myself, and I know many of you, but not everybody, we're Gen X. We're the generation that raised ourselves with the latchkey with the keys around our neck. But that's not going to help you in your business. And AI can help you only so much, but it's the people who have been there before that have lived the experience that can help see you to the other side. So really, that's what I want to offer you, is the resources and the conversations that will help you not just see where maybe those missing pieces are or where they're fuzzy, but how to get to the other side supported. And sometimes it might not be with me. Sometimes it might be, you know what, I know exactly what you need. I'd love to introduce you to somebody, and that's okay, because the the most important thing to me is that you get the support you need to get out of that place of, am I even doing the right thing? What am I missing? So that's why I started Thrive Hive. I'm Vicki James, building solo, but never alone. Oh, so if this does sound like you, I am going to drop a link for an assessment. And that assessment is where you can understand what pieces you might be missing. Or if you're like, nope, not interested in an assessment, just shoot me a DM or even a comment and I'll DM you. And let's just have a conversation. Let's find out where you're stuck, what's getting in your way, so we can get you to the other side faster. Because I want you to find that clarity to make decisions, to get clients, to get the profits sooner. Again, I'm Vicki James. I hope to be talking to you very soon.